What if I told you that the supplements you're taking to boost your immune system and prevent cancer, they're actually increasing your cancer risk by up to 251%? An oncologist who treats cancer patients, he just revealed something absolutely terrifying. Certain antioxidant supplements may actually be feeding cancer cells, and they could be reducing the effectiveness of chemotherapy. This is serious. If you're taking any supplements right now, especially if you have cancer or a family history of cancer, you need to watch this entire video immediately. Dr. Michael Zacharias is an oncologist who specializes in treating people with leukemia and other cancers affecting the bone marrow. He recently wrote an article in the Washington Post that should terrify anyone taking supplements. According to his research, 64 to 81% of people with cancer, they take dietary supplements. I'm one of them. Almost half of them take it without telling their doctors. So among people without cancer, 50% take supplements to supposedly prevent cancer. Here's what he found. When dietary supplements have been studied rigorously in clinical trials, they have not been shown to prevent cancer. And worse, some actually could increase your cancer risk. I don't want to be alarmist, but let me say it again. The supplements you're taking to prevent cancer may actually be causing it. And before we dive into the specific supplements that are dangerous, you need to understand something critical about the supplement industry, that it's basically unregulated. That means it's the Wild West. Dr. Zacharias explains that unlike prescription medications and over-the-counter drugs, dietary supplements are not well regulated by the FDA. Here's how broken the system is. Number one, there's no efficacy requirements. Supplement manufacturers don't have to prove their products actually work. They just have to submit a notification that the supplement will reasonably be expected to be safe. Number two, no FDA approval of labels. The FDA doesn't approve supplement labels. That people think that they do, but they don't. Manufacturers can make claims about how supplements affect the body as long as they include a tiny, tiny, tiny little disclaimer that says the FDA has not evaluated this claim. I'm sure you've all seen that on the label like me. Number three, no testing before the sale. That means there's no requirement for clinical trials before supplements hit the shelves. The FDA can only take action after safety concerns are raised. That means if somebody took the supplement and got sick or somebody died, that's when the FDA investigates. Here's how bad it gets. In 2015, the New York State Attorney General's office tested herbal supplements from our national retailers. 4 out of 5 supplements did not contain any of the herbs mentioned on their labels. That means they're not at all what they claim to be. Let me repeat that again. 80% of the supplements tested contain none of the ingredients that they claim to have. This is actually the reason why I started the Swell score, so that we can test independently brands and labels and products to make sure they have what they're supposed to have in them, and there's no other heavy metals or other materials that are causing harm. Back to the New York State Attorney. So what they found was that most of these supplements were made with cheap fillers like powdered rice, asparagus powder, even houseplants they found in these bottles. Recently, I know of a pre-workout powders, a few of them that had actually methamphetamines in the powders that were actually mimicking people to feel great, and they wanted to exercise more because they had so much energy while they're dosing the pre-workout powders. You could literally have been paying $30 for a bottle of ground up houseplants. How about that? So when you walk into GNC or Vitamin Shop, CVS, Walgreens, or you're buying that supplement on Amazon that claims to boost your immune system, support cellular health, or prevent cancer, you have actually 0.0 guarantee that it contains what the label says, that it actually works, and that it won't harm you. Okay, this is the section you've been waiting for. Which specific supplements can increase our cancer risk? Well, Dr. Zacharias reviewed multiple large-scale clinical trials, and we're talking studies of tens of thousands of people, and here's what the science actually shows. Vitamin E. Yeah, vitamin E. In a study of 35,000 healthy men, those taking vitamin E had a 17% higher risk of developing prostate cancer than men taking a placebo. let's be clear, vitamin E didn't prevent prostate cancer. It actually increased the risk by 17%. Number 2, beta-carotene. Beta-carotene, this antioxidant was supposed to prevent cancers, and multiple studies tested it. The results did not prevent skin cancer recurrence, did not reduce overall cancer rates, did not prevent colorectal polyps that lead to cancer, did not prevent gastrointestinal cancers, did not prevent lung cancer. But it gets worse. Beta-carotene was actually found to increase the risk of 1, lung cancer, specifically in smokers, stomach cancers, and so the supplement people were taking to prevent cancer was actually causing it or contributing to it. Number 3, folate. Here's where it gets really shocking. In a study assigned people to receive folate supplementation or a placebo to prevent colon polyps. Folate did not prevent the polyps, but men who received folate were over 2.5 times, that's 250%, more likely to develop prostate cancer compared to those receiving a placebo. That's 250%. Let that sink in. Number 4, selenium. Combined with vitamin E in studies, selenium did not prevent prostate cancer in healthy men or in men with precancerous findings in the prostate. Number 5, vitamin C. In a study of over 8,000 women, vitamin C did not lower overall cancer rates. Vitamin A did not prevent gastrointestinal cancers or lung cancer in studies. Vitamin D and calcium in the Women's Health Initiative study of over 36,000 women, supplementation with vitamin D or calcium had zero effect on rates of colorectal cancer or overall cancer rates. So to summarize, the supplements that are marketed as cancer prevention powerhouses either A, they don't work at all, or B, actually increase your cancer risk. Let's talk about the most disturbing finding in this Dr. Zacharias article. Antioxidants may actually help cancer cells survive. How is that possible? For decades, people have been told that antioxidants fight cancer because they neutralize free radicals, unstable molecules that can damage DNA and potentially lead to cancer. So, naturally, the supplement industry has been selling antioxidant blends with claims like powerful antioxidant support, cellular protection, fights free radicals, supports healthy aging. But here's what they don't tell you. Chemotherapy actually works, in part by creating oxidative stress that kills cancer cells. So if you're taking antioxidants during chemotherapy, you may be protecting the cancer cells from the treatment that is trying to kill them. Dr. Zacharias cites a study of over 1,100 women with breast cancer who were receiving chemotherapy. Those who took antioxidant dietary supplements before and during treatment had a higher risk of cancer recurrence. Are you getting this? The theory, the antioxidants may counter some of the cancer-fighting effects of chemotherapy. They may literally be helping the cancers to survive, the very treatment designed to kill it. And here's more. Dietary supplements can alter how the body processes chemotherapy, which can reduce the medication's effectiveness. So cancer patients who think they're actually helping themselves by taking antioxidants are actually making their chemotherapy less effective. Could be creating more side effects. It could increase the risk of the cancer recurrence. Interestingly, a study found that taking a regular multivitamin had zero negative effects. It was specifically the high-dose antioxidant supplements that were the problem. Okay, let's talk about why the FDA does not regulate supplements. Why are dangerous supplements allowed on the store shelves? Well, the dietary supplement industry is worth approximately $50 billion a year just in the United States. That's a billion with a B, in case you missed that. And according to Dr. Zacharias, this is how the regulation process works, or it doesn't work. Before a supplement hits the shelf, the manufacturer submits a pre-market safety notification. This just says the supplement will reasonably be expected to be safe. No requirement to prove it actually works, no FDA approval needed, no clinical trials required. After supplements are sold, the FDA can only take action if the safety concerns are raised. But by that time, thousands or millions of people, they may have already been taking it. So there's no system for tracking adverse effects like there is for prescription drugs. Now, manufacturers are supposed to comply with good manufacturing practices. That's called GMP. That's quality and safety standards. You'll see oftentimes on the label that they're manufacturing manufactured in a GMP certified facility. And those FDA officials can inspect those facilities as they regularly do. But as we saw with the New York Attorney General investigation, products with deceptive claims and false labels still end up on our shelves. Compare this to prescription medications, which must go through rigorous testing, extensive preclinical testing, phase 1, phase 2, phase 3 clinical trials, FDA review and approval, post-market surveillance, and strict manufacturing requirements. Now, many of the supplement companies will tell you that's insanely expensive, and it is. In fact, many drug companies won't spend the money unless they feel the upside for the drug is really high, and then they're going to charge us a lot for it. But to be able to go to market with a product that has zero safety protocols or zero safety testing is kind of absurd. Basically, the Wild West of the healthcare industry. So if you have cancer or are undergoing cancer treatment, Dr. Zacharias' advice is crystal clear. Here's what you should not take. Do not take during cancer treatment high-dose antioxidant supplements, vitamin C supplements, vitamin E supplements, beta-carotene, selenium, antioxidant blends, or super antioxidant formulas. Individual supplements that have cancer risk evidence are vitamin E with a 17% increased prostate cancer risk. Beta-carotene has an increased lung and stomach cancer risk. Folate, which has a 250% increased prostate cancer risk. Vitamin A, which has absolutely no cancer prevention benefits, and the other immune boosting supplements that are often antioxidant blends in disguise. There's no evidence they actually boost immunity. They actually may interfere with your treatment. People who should especially avoid these are anyone currently undergoing chemotherapy, radiation, or anyone with a history of cancer, smokers, men at risk for prostate cancer, anyone with a family history of cancer. Dr. Zacharias makes this absolutely clear that almost half of cancer patients take supplements without telling their doctors. He was grateful when one of his patients showed him a photo of her supplement bottle and asked, "I want to make sure this is safe to take with me on other medications." So most patients don't ask, and that's dangerous because supplements can reduce your chemotherapy effectiveness. They can increase side effects. They can interact with other medications, increase cancerous recurrence. So ask your doctor if it's okay to take. The one thing that appeared safe in studies is regular multivitamins, not megadoses, not specialized formula, just basic standard multivitamins. But even with multivitamins, you should tell your oncologist what you're taking. Dr. Zacharias ends his article with this crucial advice. At the very least, tell your doctor about any non-prescription vitamins or supplements you're taking so they can make sure they are not harming you or interfering with the treatments that they do prescribe for you. The supplement industry has built a $50 billion empire on fear and false hope. They prey on people's desperation to prevent or beat cancer. Tell me what you think in the comments below. Are you taking supplements, and have you found benefit from them? And do you know someone who's taking supplements who's been adversely impacted by them? Look forward to hearing your thoughts in the comments. Stay safe and stay healthy.